What is up, guys? Here's how I lost $250 on my eval today. I'm going to be doing a complete full trade breakdown and recap on how I lost and also how I could have done better. So, you guys might be thinking, well, how the flip did you lose if your whole thing got hit and it looks like I won? Well, actually, I didn't. Down here, I set my stop loss too tight, which is exactly what I did yesterday when I was literally one trade away from passing the evaluation. Now I'm $900 away in 2 days. However, all the days I've traded for the past like 2 weeks, I predicted price correctly in terms of where it was going to go. The only thing that caused me to lose were technical mistakes, which is obviously something I have to consider and work on. I'm flipping, stupid for not doing it again. Literally, ironically, got stopped out for the same reason. And so, really, what ended up happening, let's do a whole breakdown with the hourly and 4 hour. Alright, so initially, off market open, I saw that we had this equilibrium, or not equilibrium, but I saw that price was retracing in a way. It inversed this gap. However, obviously, we had many other gaps holding up the bullish trend. So I wasn't really against taking shorts, but it honestly wasn't the optimal thing to do. I was always pretty bullish for the day. 4 hour, same thing. We had this gap that we already respected, so it's kind of, we didn't have to worry about it. However, if it did get inversed, then shorts were a pretty good option, to be quite honest with you. But yeah, so going into the 5 minute time frame and into market open, off the rip, I saw a large move down, and with that, I was considering, shorts were pretty nice. However, I also, how I like to trade is, a chain of events. Like everything happens for a reason, right? We broke structure and we inversed the gap, but to do what? To take out these lows. The same thing here. We did that just to take out these lows, and I might be wrong, but it's usually how I like to see things. And here at 9:40, we had a extremely bearish and big candle just like yesterday, which is kind of weird, but it's all good. From here, I saw multiple people, and I also saw this as being a great trade, like targeting these lows and stops like here and around like this area. I didn't enter off that because I was honestly in like shock of what really just went down, and I didn't really want to risk, already trading on such a crazy, PA day. So from here, I was kind of debating hopping off the charts because of that. But what I realized was, okay, right now, the hourly 4 hour time frame there's a chance that it'll get respected and not inversed. And I also had an intuition, which is always what you should trade on. Never have any rational reasoning that counteracts or conflicts your intuitive like reasoning. And that's how you lose. And that's what causes hesitation. And I'll show you guys what happened. We had this high right here, this bearish and bullish candle. Once it got broken over just like that, I was like, okay, I'm going to take longs. However, I did hesitate because my intuitive reasoning said, okay, yeah, take this. It's a great trade. But my rational reasoning came in and was like, bro, I'm not going to lie. We have a bunch of bearish confluences. This is a pretty stupid trade to take. However, when that happened, I kind of fought it. And by the time I entered about like right here, a little higher on this bearish candle, which was a result of that rational reasoning. I had my stop loss a bit too tight once again. I had it like right here. I should have realized that this bearish, I might have put it down here because I considered this a low, but I should have also considered the fact that this was kind of already into the move I wanted to take. So really, my stop loss should have been at least right here. However, that was not the case, and because of that, price stopped me right out right here. And just like it did yesterday, I perfectly predicted where price was going to go, just had a technical mistake that caused me to lose out on the trade. Then, as you guys saw from the intro, fully taken out TP. So it sucks. Like, missed out on such a great trade, but you know it happens. Another great trade that I wanted to obviously here I mentioned earlier. Instead of being $370 or like $600 at the start of the day away from passing the eval, I am now $900 away from passing it, which is kind of sucks a lot, but it's whatever. I know that I'll be able to pass this, like, with no doubt. Just have to overcome all this reasoning and bad mistakes that were interrupting my success, but it's all good. So thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you guys on Monday.